Where's that other character? There he is. So, just kind of chilling in the ocean right now. No, okay, so let's see if I can do this real quick. Yeah. Backflips. Underwater. Sort of an accident. Oops. Unintended, but it works. It looks cool when the other character does it, but I'm not in multiplayer technically right now. Just thought I would show. Was my chat thingy open? None of my stuff is open. So bad. But I have used Perforce recently, so everything is backed up. Let's check this out. All of the areas are not organized, or nothing. Yeah, okay. Just ignore the stuff. But I've been working on the performance of it. Why is it like I probably have too much stuff open? Streaming. Should be a little bit better performance than that. I believe I'm in the right map. Well, when I wasn't streaming, I didn't have OBS on. This was a solid above 100. It's always annoying how much that... When I don't play in the... When we play in the packaged game, it'll be even higher. So, it's unfortunate. I just would love to like be able to show, to demonstrate that precisely. I wonder what it is exactly. Because I have made it... This is the right continent. Well, I have increased the size of, like, it should not be in the 60s, like... I wonder if there's something else going on right now. This darn thing, somehow. Or maybe having OBS just even visible. I have a blueprint open. Having a blueprint open will do that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it was having OBS, like, full screen on my other monitor. That's a little bit better. I was thinking of adding some variation to the trees and see if I can get the spawned fallen trees to match the size change. Because right now I made them all exactly the same size so that they'll match the fallen tree. But I never bothered to look into. So I have a big list of things to work on that I could just dive into. I fixed the swimming animations and a bunch of multicast events for animations. Made it when you press the slash button, the slash is entered in the chat, and a caret set to the end of the line so you can just type it in immediately. That was difficult because there's only so many nodes. It was actually a checkbox I had to use. Increase the landscape scale, so you saw it's actually bigger. It's back to the way it was before. It's actually even bigger than it was before. Fix the smoothly clicking on characters. Let me mess around with the tracks here. Leave it on. I'm going to show the clicking on the characters. It's a lot smoother now. You can see the thumb change the entire time it's over. Landscape still doesn't look... I wonder if I can increase that scale and how many of them I should increase it on, but I definitely should. I want to make that a lot smaller than it is. But I haven't set up my teleports to spawn locations yet. This dude is just like in the middle of the wilderness. And it's all paint on anyway, so I guess I could just paint them all in the same area and check that out. A lot of things to work on, but like I said... Also change that control. So before, as a server, when you right click on a character, it would just be like destroy. So I made it so you have to hold down the control on all buttons. That was an interesting little task I set to myself, but that works as well. I'm not going to launch the game just to show it. But I do want to mess around with let's check it out. I believe it's in the game mode or the game state where we have our forest stuff, forest type. No, it's gonna be on the state. Handle trees, here we go. So load save. What is going on in this? I guess that's alright. I want like when the tree is hit though. I think that's on the axe itself. Yeah. We have hit component, instant static mesh component. So I can get scale, yeah, get world scale. So let's see if I can do that. So with the forest, you can do the randomization. I can just do it from the browser here. I can find it without loading the map. I think it's under blueprints, forests. Yeah, there we go. I also want to paint the textures on there to test, so I'll just go ahead and do that. Right underneath the spawn points that I do have. So again, this is all placeholder, but you can see the scale of it. These trees, these zones here, these little squares, this was originally the hill, right? I remember where those squares were, this and this like that. It would have been about the size of this area before. You can really tell when I zoom out all the way, and you see each of these continents now is like basically 4 times the size that they originally were. And we have that much better performance, and I have 2 of them. And when you look at one from the other side, it's still the same great performance. It's really quite incredible. Let me show you this screenshot I took. 117 frames per second. So, yeah. And look, you can see all these trees here that I fixed the height that they spawn at. Just want to check that this isn't like crazy loud. I guess it's pretty loud. It was super low. Okay. So let me paint and adjust the height here. This is just temporary. The physical shape and the painting of the zones is temporary. Landscape. Oh, and welcome to anybody that's new from the... I should copy the link and put it in the Discord. And advertise it. Streaming. I want to share here. Community stream, which is much love for Dean, the Dean of Unreal, Dean of Education at Unreal. No, I'm just kidding. He's working somewhere new now, though, so he's not streaming much. Let's see. Let's flatten this. Let's just get a nice big flat area around here. There we go. And now let's paint. I've got grass there. Let's put the sand. Strength. Let's just like smash all these together right under around here. Put some snow here. It's a test. What do you want? Gotta compile shaders for that. Okay, and then when I get the forests. Oh, I might need different heights for that too. Let's do a little bit of sculpting. Here. Oh, I got a notification about my own channel on YouTube. Nice. I didn't know I was live. I should turn that off. So I see some real basic, I need to use that texture thing from the Chris Murphy stream, where it makes it a less smooth transition. But again, this is just for messing around purposes. Let's do the forest now. These should be covered. Oh. Do we have trees already? We have trees up to here. They should be here too. Yeah, let's just do resimulate, because that was underwater before. They're supposed to adjust with the landscape automatically. I don't know why I didn't do that this time. I know I've seen that before. It's nice that it gives you a percentage bar now. Before it would just be... I think it's still going to be like sort of semi-frozen. I'll be right back. Alright, cool, we got some trees. I'm not gonna make any tree jokes. I'll just talk about pineapples. Like the... I forget his title. CEO? No. CFO, right? Yeah, I don't know. The lead engineer, the guy of Epic Games that wore a pineapple shirt at the Academy session this time. Alright, so I do want to work on the scaling. I want to find out which textures need scaling work. So, look how freaking huge the scale of that is that I've painted in here. Gonna want to just make them closer, I think. Alright, so let's see the dirt. It all looks pretty textury. Or maybe I can actually go ahead and re-plug in some of the stuff that I've unplugged on them. Go back to my own stream. Huh. My own Discord channel, sorry. Alright, I do want to make sure I'm out of the landscape mode, because if I accidentally click, I don't want to paint. And so that way I can just click on here, get the texture, the material. I want to go into each of these. And I've unplugged some stuff here. I'm probably going to want to put it back in, make these look better. Well, gee, it would be nice if I, okay, we have refraction here. No, this is my bullshit. I'm getting rid of that. I don't know where this went. In here, maybe? I've unplugged it, but I don't know how it was before. I guess I could start a new project and load those materials in and see. Because I don't want to just adjust the scale tiling stuff for all of these. Let's do the grass one first. That one's obviously needs some scaling. Let's see, it should be easier to find here. This has a world displacement for text normal world space grass. I swear that scale is way off. Grass has distance blend. Man, I need to, yeah, I should do that. I'll just start a new project with the landscapes in there and just compare. Let me just add them to something. Okay, can I search this freaking, yeah. Essential landscape materials, that's the one. Oh. It's not compatible. 419 I would have to go back to for that. Oh, come on. I think I could just like... That is such an extensive process just to see what those look like. It's pretty bad. Let me see if there's a way to... Add project on the folder. I just like show all projects in the select project. Okay. Show all projects. Jeez, I'm pretty daft. Can't believe I missed that. Alright, first person. Where are you? It's VR, no, test first person. There we go. So the closest alternative version. Okay. Right, cool. That should work. Alright, now I can just load that up, see what my textures looked like originally, and re-enhance them. And then see about the scaling. Now I can mess with the forests while I'm at it. Foothills forest. Let's give these some random scale. Where are ya? Heights? No, I guess I need... Oh, that's good. I should make them all do this. I don't know if it'll work. But, yeah, I'm not seeing... like in the grass stuff where you can... Isn't there no? Foliage types. I thought I had actually turned off the random sizes. I know in the grass types there is. Hey, my project getting really good, thank you. Congratulations, thank you. Yeah, the performance is like really nice now, finally, and this should be a fun little test here. That one's done. Let's launch the other project. I feel like I put it in something else, but that's the only one called test first person. I feel like it had FPV at the front. I don't know, whatever. Felipe Lima. Steam VR keeps wanting to start. Alright, let's see. Oh no, I'm gonna get a copyright strike. Stop covering that. No. Central landscape, there it is. So let's find the one I got here. So tempting to curse with that initialization. The muffin grass. So compare and contrast. Yar. And that's going into base color. Because right now base color is going into this little thing, which is just that. Okay, I just have to replace that. Find the differences. This isn't the wrong thing. I think the rest of this is basically untouched. I tried to like unplug anything I thought was extraneous. Okay, so I should have normal. Going there. Cool. World position offset going there. This going there. regular, metallic, and base color. Okay. But it still looks like crap. Let's try tiling. Maybe even more so. Alright. I always keep these recordings on because at some point they get like incredible. Let me go to some old school albums. No, wait. No, I want me. Yeah. So that's multiplying the landscape coordinates to get a higher resolution into the crap. Sorry, not my material. Look at that compiling. But no randomness for the forest. For procedural forest, scale trees. Maybe here? This is the whole procedural foliage area. No, not there. Max angle, random yaw. So it has random yaw, max angle, align to normal, random pitch angle. So that we get trees that are all the same size and edge. Clustering. Collapse the collision section and expand the clustering section. I knew there was something. Yeah, collapse collision. Yeah, get out of here, collision. Gosh, wait, no. That's okay. Cluster. Look at that tree foliage type. Density scaling? Oh, no. That's for quality settings. I don't see the clustering section. It's inside here. maybe it's we're talking about here. Can be in cluster. Garbage collection, no. Nothing about cluster there. Clustering. Oh yeah. Procedural. What? Do I click on this? Like, where are they even in this picture? Hey, Wagish. I found the place where I need to do my tree age stuff, and seem to have hit a hurdle here. Foliage type. Maybe I'm being daft. Maybe this is... Oh, this is the mesh. It's not going to be here. Is it? No. Is it somehow here? I'm not seeing it. So I'm working on my multiplayer RPG. This is placeholder geometry for the landscape. I've just been working on like the performance of it, and I want to make my trees random heights and stuff so that there's more variety. But there's like no draw distance calling on the trees. They're just using a great system from Epic. And it's all running at like more or less 100 frames per second on my system, which is really good system, but still. At Epic quality settings and stuff. And that's what I'm working on. And this tutorial here, we've got tweaking foliage types. Maybe this is something different. Tweaking foliage thing. What's the game about? I want to kind of make a hybrid of the Team Fortress style gameplay, but like a game of 2 Fort that never ends, you know, and you just have like crazy sentry guns and scouts just running in constantly, and there's no real like who cares about the score kind of thing, but it's just like a really fun environment, but in like an MMO type like survival game type scale, you know, 100 players type thing, maybe like more like Minecraft scale, like 10 players. Actually, really, it's more like Minecraft when you have multiplayer sessions where you know, you're just all building your own base, and there's just like interactions. It's just a role-playing game. Don't have it here. I wonder if they got rid of it. I definitely remembered seeing this before. It's right. Would it be right above that? I think I know what's up. Not here. It's in the plugins. It probably needs to be enabled. Probably had to do one of the earlier steps, even though I have them in the system. It's probably not showing me all the fields because of that. It's in here. Probably, yeah, my editor settings got reset when I changed the engine versions. Editor preferences, experimental. That's probably what it is. Yep, look at that. And now, do I have to restart it, or am I gonna get my... Maybe close this? No, I didn't do anything to sand yet. Placement? Procedural. There we go. See, look at that. There's our missing stuff. Collision. Oh man. Can grow in shade, spawn in shade. Max initial age, max age. Procedural scale, min. There we go. So I want some epic freaking trees. I want to see how crazy this can get. I don't think 5. 5 is too much. Let's just stick with just really small to really big. Man, that took me like half an hour to find. That's just because I knew that. I just didn't realize that when I updated the engine, I reset some editor preferences. So let's see. That's 2, and then we'll re-simulate that one here. And then what I want to do is I get the scale when you're chopping the tree down, and see if we can apply it to the new tree model that spawned. Because it's sort of like something that I just for some reason assumed I couldn't do, or maybe I have tried this already and was just like I couldn't do it, but I feel more confident about it now. I feel like why not? Get scale and apply scale. Let's do this. At first I didn't even think about like whether I could do that. I just wanted to get it basically done. Would you look at that? Yeah, it's always the case. There's a checkbox somewhere. But you use your deduction and reasoning skills and you'll find the checkbox every time. I want to do a test soon where we just basically run all over this huge world and build with no cost to the structures, like no wood cost, and just build as much stuff everywhere as possible and see how performance goes and maybe what I can do, you know, save that save file and see what I can do to improve performance in that situation. So I don't want to... One time I was playing, I think the Conan survival game, and I was like, I just loaded in the game, started sprinting in a direction. Once the player buildings loaded in, I was inside of someone's fort and trapped in there, like in their like cooking room. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, how'd I get in here? Because I had run in there before the stuff had spawned. So I actually did something. I already have a system in that does a collision check on the server when the character's loaded, and it counts how many player buildings are in the area, and then it starts doing a test on the client to count player buildings in the area, and will only let you play once it matches the same number. So that's my genius little thing that I did a while ago. This one's taking a while. I guess it's all that simulating of sizes. I don't know. How's the music? Can you hear it? Go a little bit louder. It's not as abrasive. Good old trying to remember. Let me see. Yeah, Ryan Thomas. There you go. This is all him being amazing on guitar. And Jonah doing the amazing things on the synth. And myself on drums. Man, really taking its sweet time for this. I wonder what's up with that. Alright, I'm just gonna walk away and come back. I'll be back in a minute. Hey, WR. Were you the one talking about something Unchained? What is this now? Oh, by the way, boycott Blizzard. Tenement Square. Okay, I'm done. You know the news. But yeah, Arcade Unchained looks really good, and it's launching in like a week or so. Were you the one talking about that? Where are we? Is it done? Come on. Wait, that's the wrong screen. Here it is. Ooh, look, they're tiny. Little saplings and stuff. Oh, they're like really tiny. Is that... That's just silly. Trying to slow down the camera. Oh, it's the scaler that you can modify. Oh, that explains. With the mouse wheel, you can no, adjusting the camera speed. I don't know what changes when you hit the mouse wheel, actually. Either of these changed. But when you use the mouse wheel while flying around, it changes the speed somehow. Alright. You may pick it up. You didn't say that. We should all play together. Choose the same race. Start a guild. Invade this new MMO. New old MMO. I already stopped playing Classic a while ago, but I had my subscription going because I wanted to support the, you know, the gameplay type. I feel like we can go even bigger. But for now, let's just test whether it's worth doing it. Here's the felling axe, and a second, get scale. No, I want it for fell tree. The fell tree. Spawn transform scale. Dude, if this is as easy as it is and I put this off, I'm gonna be upset with myself for not having done this sooner. The game in the world's gonna look so much better with different sized trees. Alright, let's do this. And we can take a look at the grass material too. You can see it's smaller already, right here. It looks a little bit better. Alright, performance, even though I have another project open, should be rather fine. Let's see. I need to make a different character to have the felling axe on spawn. Let's do this real quick.
You must choose a form.
Where's my... There's the fog. I need to make the fog come in on Free Spirits too. Let me add that to the notes. Should be good to go. Yeah, it's definitely much more landscape going on now than there was before. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I was trying to kill the music in here while I'm playing music outside. There we go. Oh, I should just teleport here. This is all just placeholder again, remember? Screw the lantern, I gotta fix those. Alright, let's chop down a little tree. A wee little tree here. I feel like 0.1 is just, I don't know if that's a reasonable size for a sapling. I mean, that is. You can see trees that big. They kind of, it would look, oh, climbing it. Wait, I want to climb this tree. Alright, and chop that. I got a log out of it. There we go. Giant logs. I should change the scale of the the logs from them. And maybe adjust the number. Come on. I'm too close. There we go. I want to fell this tree. Hopefully it spawns a small tree. So, oh no. Oh. Okay, let's wait. We can do this. We can do this. It did not work at about. That's why I didn't do it the first time. Probably I was like, well, screw that. Instance transform. What? That index. I don't want the world scale of the whole. So this is the whole, all the static meshes as one collection, and this is like the specific instance. And I don't know why I didn't just. If we're gonna get a scale, we're gonna get it from there. One more time. Been wanting to do this for a long time. I'll get back to the enhancing the other landscape textures too, so I'm going to keep that open for now. Oh, no. I want to be 5, this guy. I want to see the grass texture. So we should be in the grass area without the snow. I guess we'll have to see it with the snow. That looks way better. It's faded out because of all the snow, but I think the resolution's better. Alright, let's chop down this little tree. There we go. Oh, we got it. Hell yeah. And also that's the slash thing in effect there. See, I just typed slash and it has it in there. Wait, hold on, let me show you. So if I'm just like, if I hit enter, I can type, and I'll say it. Or I can hit apostrophe, like as if old school muds start saying stuff. Or I can hit backslash, and the backslash is entered. And I can type, let's do a little jig. Alright. Oh look, it's a skeleton. I can fight him with my felling axe, I think. See how this is going. Yeah. Take that, crumbling skeleton. I was thinking of increasing the rate at which you have to hit up from 100 to like 50, because there's this rule of odds that says if you have 50% chance of succeeding, it actually feels like more like you're losing most of the time. A 75% chance of winning actually feels more like half and half. So if you hit or miss half the time, it feels like you're mostly missing. But that's because I'm not attacking. You can move while it happens. Yeah, there we go. What happened with his corpse? Okay. That's how he died. He must have gotten stuck on something, maybe the bush or the landscape or something. It definitely ragdolled. Anyway, let's hit a tree. Well, the trees work. I mean, that's... what am I doing? I guess I was just celebrating. Alright, let's skedaddle. And... do I have to add any more logic on that? I think that's... good. What about the logs? Yeah, let's get the scale. hit item is the index. It's what you want there. Orb space. Yeah. Okay. I don't want the whole thing to shrink. We're gonna split this, and then let's open up the log real quick. Let's see which. So I want to shrink X and Y, but not Z. I feel like that would kind of make sense. Get really thick logs from a bigger tree, or really thin logs, but they're always going to be the same length, because I don't want like a tiny little bloop to fly out. So we'll keep Z as 1 for the logs, and different amounts of wood left depending on the size. Where's that set up? Probably in the game state stuff. Where we established them the first time? Probably really feeling more like the game mode. That's the tree, the fallen trees. And then removing the instant one, so I don't want that. Load saved tree maps. No, I think it's the other. I think it's the game mode. And thanks for saying it's decent, mate. I don't know if I shouted that out when you said that, but I was like, yeah. Did I move it over here? So it hit trees. Here we go. If it exists, if not, add it with this random integer. And we're going to take, let's see, the index of the forest. Let's see, I paste that node in. Yes. Yeah. Isn't setting much components. Tree index. Let's see, scale. Let's go back to the forests. Foothills. Yeah, let's just use it as a straight multiplier, like whatever. Any of them. This is be uniform scale here. And multiply. Let's float. No. Not that. I want integer times float. Each of these. Yeah, because it's doing a select on here. So then let's just, not each of those, either let's just take it into the out of it. There we go. Let's just do 2 and truncate it. Maybe I can do, I'll do this. Multiply int by int. Yeah, it's integer by integer. And then do that. That'll give me a truncate, the right one. Alright, there we go. Now I've put the scale into how many swings should it get. I do believe I need to clamp it at some point. Actually, let's clamp it at 1, just in case. a tiny tree that was already just gonna give like, 3 of them, and then it's like 0.1 the size, and you get like 0. No, let's clamp it at 1. Took a long ass time to compile that. It's the game mode, that makes sense. Okay. Minimum 1. 1,000, why not? Alright. And prevent some random thing from causing some tree to spawn with 1,000,000 lumber and you just keep hacking your way at it. Whatever. That's a good... You can see all my different tree types here. I got sandalwood, epee, pine, white bark pine, maple, elm, sylvan pine, sylvan redwood, cherry, pink ivory, sycamore, blackwood, macassar, ebony, and birch. Alright. I just did some research to name the various trees I had from various packs. Yeah, that was those 2 things. Let's see if it worked. I don't know if I should make it still like 0.1 to 2. I feel like I could go bigger. But how much bigger? Like if that's a 2. I want 4 or 5. I think like World of Warcraft scale is the way to go. Even with this art style, I want to check it out. So let's just play first to see that that worked. If anybody has any questions about this procedural forest thing, let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to answer. Look at this little pond formed here. No, it's a shadow. Sorry. Of a house that shouldn't be up there. Alright, let's play the right character here. Here we go. Suck at aiming. Come on. There we go. Okay, with 1 hit. Okay, with 1 hit. Oh! Oops. Spawned to full size when I was hitting the fallen. It's only giving me 1 each. Huge spike too when they spawned. They're all falling in 1 swing. Little tiny little... That shouldn't have been little. That should not have been little. What's going on with that? Alright, it's definitely not working right. Go back to the forest type and change the scale to what I was talking about. Here's a scale curve. So this is like this sliding scale of 5 age 1. Configured with the scale curve, okay. Copy. Paste. Yeah. Alright. And then let's resimulate that one. It'll take a minute. Because basically all the scales were like 0.1 because it was all, like a few of them were taller, but the taller ones weren't coming through either. They were like all shrunken. Maybe, maybe the scale of the log is originally not 1. That's probably why. It's probably like I made it thicker. That would explain it. We'll check that out in a second. So yes, I will be back. Oh yeah, that looks different. Whoa. Whoa. Not really seeing many 0.1s. Should be both tree types actually, so maybe I am. There's a different forest over there. Should be 2 different types of trees out here. I guess there's some small one. That looks pretty good, I mean. Maybe they should have better shadows in the distance. I thought they did originally. I actually turned it off. Maybe, it's engine editor, scalability, engine, epic. Oh, that might be because the sun is straight above. I will do it in game. I have to test it in game anyway. See how those big trees handle. Wow, yeah. Oh, that feels good. See some shadows in the distance. I think that was because, well, oh, I'm not seeing it up there. That looks kind of flat compared to down here. I wonder if I can modify them while I'm doing this. Should have a shadow there. screw it, let's hit some trees. Look at this mess of tree here. Oh, didn't work. So I'm gonna revamp the whole horse mounting thing anyway, so that shouldn't be a problem anymore. I'm gonna make it run up to you, and then you like mount up on it and stuff. And I've learned some new ways of. Whoa, the scale worked. That's freaking hilarious. 32 more swings I felt, but I'm not hitting it. Come on. Yeah, let's climb it. There we go. Yeah. It feels like Mario. Freaking hilarious. The giant level. I'll clamp that scale. But I'm gonna enjoy this while it lasts. Whew. Let's celebrate Unreal Engine physics. Alright, I'm done being stupid. So Mario. Alright. I do believe both things worked though. It was just a matter of them all being too small of a scale. So, back to the X. Alright. These are still out here. Hey. Did I just not do it on the right part? Spawn log. That scale. I concur. Still pretty huge. I don't know if that works either. It's only twice the scale. It's still pretty comical. I mean, it's sort of... I have a few other like log models I could switch it up with. I was thinking. Let's check out log. Log. This should be a... What do the variables call this? Log type. Oh, it should be useful integer. That's right. Because that'll get saved and loaded usefully. Cool. Okay. And I don't know how many log types I have. I have quite a few log types. Some different colors. Let's look at these here. Now, should that pop out sometimes? Like you just knocked a branch off? It just flies off when you hit the tree. I don't know, that kind of makes sense, I feel like. I don't know where I got all these woodland scan assets. Yeah, there's a couple that are like different colors or different styles, and I have to make sure I don't use those or in the right situations. Uh-oh. Can't use that one. Ixnay. Oh, come on. Seriously? You trying to save that many vertices? That is so lame. I can't just be like... I wonder if I can do... Are they all using... No, they're using different textures. Here into M-Master Woodland Scan Assets. Let's just do two-sided on all of them. Alright, mate. I don't know, could look like a hollow stick. Have to seal that. I find it hard to believe that these are actually like see-through on the bottom. I should undo that so I can see these better. Yeah, like what? Why would they do that? Is that just a side effect of viewing it in this thing somehow? It has to be, right? Nope. What a terrible asset. Oh, I guess because it's scanned. They only scanned the top of it. I have to seal all of those off. I mean, it's possible, you can do that. You just make a flat surface underneath. That sucks though. Lame. Wait, does this have something? Or is it just... I want to say that's like the one I'm using. I'll let something close for now. Actually, I want the felling axe. What kind of log has it been? Alright, okay, open the log up. Log model from wherever else. Oh, this guy. So I've been dyeing that a different color for each of them anyway. Nope. This one, old props collection. Maybe that guy will work. Oh, that looks like it's full. Alright, cool. So I can use that one. I can't really use any of these until I modify them. Looks like that one should be good. It's not rendering anything because of like memory stuff. Everything's on rendering. Trying to load too much. System can only handle. It can't take any more. Really though? Let's try skedaddle the map here. There we go. wasn't done yet, but here we go. Much better. Okay. So, content for log, static mesh. And I guess all these old props collection ones are gonna be good. Oops, Necro's rock box has one. Oh, it's pretty cool. But yeah, again, style-wise, for popping out of a tree, these three are perfect. The alternates to that. But does that have a color in... It needs a vertex parameter value of color. Just gonna have to make sure I do that. Well, pretty straightforward here. It's not that straightforward. Let's just copy it. Basically saying if there's a color, change it. If no color has been assigned, use the default. That's what the if is there for. And then we got like a subtract. It's not like a pure multiply. It's like a something I did. Don't know what it is, but it looks good. Just to go up into the bottom two and the top up there. This goes into base color, and then the one minus doohickey here has to go into whatever I'm using here. It's not the same. Let's see what this would look like in the red channel. Okay, I guess I was subtracting the metal. That's probably what that is. I don't really see any here. Let's take a look at this as well. See, not like... I wonder what those are. Getting the invert of it and subtracting some and then clamping that and using that as an alpha. Let's preview and let's make this to a mesh. Okay. Select it in the browser. Move this guy. Click that guy. Alright. So, it's... What? Okay, so it's leaving a stripe. Basically the white parts are getting dyed and the black parts aren't. Okay, so I think that's kind of like whatever. So we could basically just choose anything for lerping here. Yeah, might as well take. I want to get the inner part of it, but also the outer a bit. Yeah, let's take the red from it and replace that. Or use that as the lerp, basically. Where are we? Here we go. But inverting it, I don't know about that. Let's try this. Let's make this red, pure red tree. Oh, and the alpha needs to be 1. Okay. Maybe it should be inverted. think I don't want it inverted, actually. Looks like it's the other parts that I want to be dyed. Ah, there we go. That looks like a rosy wood. Or if I were gonna say it's like a green tree. That's not gonna happen anytime. Let's grab one of my colors. Where are ye, colors? Probably in the game mode. No, it's gotta have, there we go. Here, let's take the weirdest looking one. Yeah. That looks like a cherry tree. Okay, so that guy's good. I gotta reset this. 0. So that's the pine bark. Is that spelled right? I feel like that's not spelled right. For log, SM log is pine bark. That's only one of these guys. I'll probably copy the same thing on the others though, because I don't have the same type of materials as the other one that I grabbed that from. Log, it's good, it's great, better than bad. I got that totally wrong. Sorry, I apologize to any Ren and Stimpy enthusiasts. This guy is here. I'm going to copy the logic. Oh, I was with Richie Brenner. Damn, that was some epic jamming there. That one did not work out so well. Sorry. Yeah, 'cause it's a very light material. So the transition on it has to be just right. That looks nice. Oops. Oops. Not. I'm gonna reset the default. There we go. Okay, so that's 2 of them. This one also birch bark. That's 3 of them. I don't want to use that one. Do I want to use this one? Also using that one, so I can anyway. So log 4 is birch bark. Okay, these are all using the same 2 textures. Is this the shape that I want? Chopping off a log, off of a tree. And we have a split log from Medieval Dungeon. Snap. Spawn a split log every time you split them, and then once you hit a split log, you can spawn a plank. Have to do double duty with the splitting log. Splitting axe. You don't use a log. Alright. So I have a collection of logs I can use. I'm hoping this resolution comes up here. This looks like it's a real bad quality. Might not be able to use it. No, it looks like everything's... There it is. Oh, that looks great. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll be using that. Let's do the adjustment on here. Does it already have? No. Albedo. What else is using this? I don't recognize this. It's from the Medieval Dungeon pack. Right. Medieval Dungeon. Okay. Got some bones in there. Just want to see if everything uses master. No, it doesn't. Does it? Alright, still. Let's why not? I just stick it at 0.5 now. Can I? No, not that one. Yikes. It's a bit strong, still. I could believe that's a weirdly colored log. Why not? I guess having one fugly thing falling off sometimes wouldn't be too bad. Nah. Nah. Let's not do that one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I have to change this. I'm thinking about the way it works. Make that public, so when you spawn it, you can tell what useful integer to be. So I want to make it set with notify also. No, I don't think that's necessary. Actually, maybe that would be better. Instead of the construction script. I don't know if it's going to show up in this list. If I put something on the graph, maybe I can overwrite it. I feel like I did something special to make this pop up here. So I want it to be the same log when you quit and save, because I have to. Alright, so it's not a skeletal mesh, so this should be fine. This is where I need to do. Oh, this is just the item. Never mind that. Oops. So I'm going to do both the on-rep and the public. Let me just finish doing this and have that available to copy-paste. Okay. Alright, because I can't really do... I think you just have to... That's not... That can't be it. I'm not gonna bother with the, yeah, the construction should handle it. Alright, so... we'll set random integer and range when you first create the log. 0 to 8, right? Let's get rid of item. Confusing. Yeah, 0 to 8. This needs... Isn't it parent class item? Shouldn't useful integer be public? Huh. Expose on spawn. That's the one I want. I guess you need both, kind of. There we go. Useful integer. And then it'll get saved. What we also want to do is load it in immediately on the game mode, I believe. Integer being used there. We'll just put it right in. Boom. And it's also set with notify. Even though I can't find the notify event for it. Okay. Should be all I have to do for that. Let's try it out. ridiculous scales. I think they're stretching it out. Oh, the XY is different for them. Yeah. Oh. Alright, let's... scale them evenly. Not as much. And some of them are specifically birch and some of them are specifically pine, so I might have to like actually distribute that differently. Or maybe just only use the ones that aren't obviously birch. As I only have like one actual birch tree. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to actually have to split it up based on specific tree type. I think I can do it if I have to. I'm thinking of making it based on like your skill level, how many, you know, your chance of getting a log out. Can't even fall over, there's too many trees holding it. Yeah, the birch trees mixing in with them looks absolutely ridiculous. The other ones, they match this one type really well, but I feel like I should just do more intermediary steps and say you hit the tree a bunch of times with a chance to get one of these log types out, depending on which type it is. Then you hit one of these enough times. I forgot to do it on the hand model too. But yeah, you shouldn't be able to pick one of these up. I don't think it makes sense to get one of these logs off of it. And then like the tree is still in the same condition. You know, that one VR game does it really well where you hack a specific spot and it breaks that specific spot. But I'm not trying to go for that kind of realism. It might make enough sense to just say you chop the tree and spawn one of these big logs. Sorry, my cat is like in my face right now. And then you chop one of the big logs to produce these little logs which you can pick up. You hit the big logs once to get a split log, and you hit the split log, or I mean to get, you hit it once to get some split logs. And then you hit the split logs to get planks. I wonder if I should make it so you can somehow carry the big logs too. I'm just not sure if I want big logs flying off. Little logs flying off the tree is slightly humorous and acceptable, but these big logs just flying off of it, I'm not so sure if that makes any sense. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break for now. Get some lunch and stuff. I'm probably gonna come back today, do some more streaming, so I'm engaged and stuff. Yeah! Alright. But I'll be around. Leave some feedback if you got any. Peace.